Well, hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 30th Annual Emerald Awards Shortlist announcement. I'm Gregory Caswell, the Executive Director for the Alberta Emerald Foundation, the nonprofit charity that presents the Emeralds. And joining me today to reveal the shortlist is Mal Carroll, the General Manager of Research and Development for Syncrude Canada Limited. Welcome, Mal.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it is all my pleasure. In addition to announcing the shortlist, we are kicking off the celebration of a landmark year for our foundation and the Emeralds, our 30th anniversary. Syncrude has supported our mission since the first annual Emerald Awards, and here we are 30 years later. Mal, if it wasn't 9:30 in the morning, I would raise a glass of champagne.
That's right. 30 years is a tremendous milestone for the Emerald Awards. And I know everyone at Syncrude is proud to celebrate with you. And the fact that we've been there every step of the way in supporting continued environmental achievement in Alberta. This is a value that's really important to us. We work every day to be a responsible oil sands developer. And it has also been so great to see many other Albertans join us in contributing to significant advancements in environmental understanding and action. As someone who works in the environmental innovation space, I can tell you that the needle really has moved significantly forward over the last 3 decades, and this is only going to continue.
And I have to say cheers to our other sponsors, Alberta Beverage Container Recycling Corporation, the Alberta Real Estate Foundation, Alberta Recycling Management Authority and the Beverage Container Management Board, the City of Calgary, the City of Edmonton, the Edmonton Community Foundation, Bioenergy Solutions Incorporated and Yellow Bike Solutions Incorporated, as well as our many individual donors. On behalf of the Alberta Emerald Foundation and our board, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support through our 3-decade history.
The Alberta Emerald Foundation is our province's environmental good news storytellers. What began in 1992 as the Emerald Awards, which were developed through a partnership between the Government of Alberta, McClellan Ross LLP, and Deloitte & Touche, has evolved into the charity we see today. The foundation is dedicated in providing year-round programming that engages, inspires, and empowers environmental stewardship in our province and beyond. Through its actions, it supports our community to meet the challenge ahead and contribute to a more sustainable future for all.
As our foundation serves as the as our province serves the province as a whole, sorry, as our foundation serves the province as a whole, I would like to acknowledge that we operate on Treaty 6, Treaty 7, and Treaty 8 territories, of which we have been beneficiaries since their signing. We extend our hands in peace and friendship to all Indigenous peoples who have made this land their home since their time immemorial. We are grateful for the journey we are on as treaty people with the responsibility and opportunity to carry forward and renew the spirit and intent of those agreements, to learn, to grow, to celebrate this journey of discovery, and to share our stories as long as the sun shines, the grass grows, and the rivers flow. We call forward the spirit of Tatawa, which in Naheawewin means welcome, there is room, to guide us as we do our part to make Alberta a more welcoming and sustainable place to live for all. And now, the reason we're here today, the 30th Annual Emerald Award Shortlist announcement.
Alberta is home to leaders and innovators, each demonstrating a unique approach to environmental stewardship. For the past 30 years, the Emerald Awards have showcased those who raise the bar in addressing local, regional, and global environmental and climate issues. In doing so, the awards have set a standard of excellence that inspires others in their own practices. In fact, since 1992, the Emerald Foundation has showcased the success stories of over 400 award recipients and 900 finalists.
In honor of the 30th anniversary of the Emeralds, the Alberta Emerald Foundation engaged in a community consultation to refresh our categories. The result is a more robust and inclusive slate of categories that address current environmental priorities. We also updated the award itself. Recipients now receive a certificate and digital logo, profile in our Sharing Stories program, which includes the Emerald documentary series, What on Earth Can We Do podcast, and the Emerald speaker series, and a $2,000 grant to support the continuation of their work or to donate to an environmental charity of their choice.
Nominations for the 30th Annual Emerald Awards opened in November 2020 and closed in mid-February of this year. Nominations from all corners of Alberta were submitted in all but one category. I'd like to thank everybody who submitted a nomination this year.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we would also like to thank our third-party panel of judges. We task a third-party panel of knowledgeable judges to review all nominations and to select the shortlist and the recipients. A big thank you to our judging panel, Monique Dietrich, Sitara Fernando, Amelia Altmix, Katie Kohlenberg, Ryan Smith, Catherine Wagner, John Parkins, Christine Hornung, Sarah Levine, Sarah Fulton, Melissa Radu, and Bradley Peter for the dedication of your time and knowledge to completing this very challenging task. We will be donating $1,000 to Food Banks Alberta in recognition of their contributions.
Yes, indeed. I know some of my Syncrude colleagues and our past environmental R&D collaborators have served as judges, and I understand it's a huge job. So thanks to the judges. You know, Syncrude was honored to receive 3 Emerald Awards over the years, and I want to take a moment to share with everyone how those environmental projects are faring today. Our first award in 2005 recognized our Instrumented Watersheds Program for Reclamation Research. This work focused on improving our understanding of the fundamentals of ecosystem performance through the use of several research watersheds. It was groundbreaking at the time because it went well beyond traditional reclamation research of that period, which mostly looked at how well a certain plant species performs in a certain soil. These extensively instrumented and monitored plots of land have been essential in helping us unlock the secrets to achieving the best performance on lands that we reclaim. Basically, we track every drop of water that lands on, travels through, or leaves the system. But it isn't just about hydrology. It's really opened the door to better understanding about the function and the interactions of the landscape, including hydrogeology, surface water quality, soil performance, ecosite development, and toxicology. By understanding fundamentals at a watershed level, we're now able to extrapolate information for a large area with a much higher degree of confidence. And we have deployed this approach at many of our reclamation sites. One of those sites, in fact, earned us another Emerald Award in 2015. It was for our R&D work to create a peat-forming wetland on reclaimed areas, as these are common in the natural landscapes of the wood buffalo region where we operate. The Sand Hill Fen Research Watershed was groundbreaking in that not only is it the first reclaimed fen wetland in the oil sands, it is also the first example of reclamation over a foundation of treated mine tailings. This spring, the fen will start its 10th growing season, and it's doing great. It's becoming a sustainable, functioning part of the landscape. Our most recent award, which we received in 2018, is also related to reclamation, particularly the ability of reclaimed land to support large animal habitat. In 1993, we tested this idea by creating the Beaver Creek Wood Bison Ranch on land that was reclaimed from a mining operation. We continue to operate the ranch today in partnership with our neighbors from the Fort McKay First Nation. We started with about 30 head of purebred wood bison from the Elk Island National Park and grew it to the point where we now manage to a herd size of about 300. Nearly 100 calves are born at the ranch every year. This project has been very successful for several perspectives. First, it did prove the capability to reclaim land for this kind of purpose. With careful management, it's quite sustainable. Second, by returning wood bison to a region where they historically roamed in great numbers, we enabled our Fort McKay neighbors to reestablish their cultural connection to these iconic animals. Finally, the Beaver Creek herd is helping with species preservation through the Wood Bison Recovery Program run by the Canadian Wildlife Service. This is because our herd is one of only a few sources of genetically pure wood bison in the world. In fact, it has received conservation herd certification status and continues to contribute to a genetic preservation project led by several universities, Parks Canada, various levels of government, and other stakeholders. It's really a story of research, best practices, and standards that are shared extensively with those interested in wood bison preservation. It's also a story of returning the past to the present and creating a future for a threatened species.
Thanks, Mal, for that update on Syncrude's Emerald Award-winning projects. And here are those who are in the running this year to join you and the 400 other Emerald Award recipients. It is my sincere pleasure to present the 30th Annual Emerald Awards Shortlist. And there it is, the 30th Annual Emerald Awards shortlist. Let's give them a virtual round of applause.
Congratulations, everyone.
We'll be updating our website today at 10 a.m. exactly if you'd like to learn more about those who've made it onto the shortlist. The recipients will be announced at the 30th Annual Emerald Awards, which will be held virtually on June the 1st. Tickets to the general public are also now available on our website, emeraldfoundation.ca. And while you're there, be sure to check out our Sharing Stories content where you can learn more about our past recipients. I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Alberta Beverage Container Recycling Corporation, the Alberta Real Estate Foundation, Alberta Recycling Management Authority, and Beverage Container Management Board, the City of Calgary, the City of Edmonton, the Edmonton Community Foundation, the Government of Alberta, Yellow Bike Solutions Incorporated, and Bioenergy Solutions Incorporated, and of course, Syncrude Canada Limited.
And thank you, Gregory, and the Alberta Emerald Foundation for inviting Syncrude to participate today. Good luck to all the finalists.
On behalf of everyone at the Alberta Emerald Foundation, thanks for taking the time out of your day to join us for this special announcement. We look forward to presenting the recipients at the 30th Annual Emerald Awards on June 1st. Have a great day, and we'll see you then.